Let's do project 3 now of review 3. So we need to open up the student roster graphics file. So let's go to student roster graphics. Okay, so what we see in here is we see the school name, and we have student names, country, different types of programs, either the regular or the accelerated, okay, and the amount, and so on. So let's see what we can do with this. Okay, so we want to go to the Insert tab, and we want to insert a text box. And then beginning in F2, we want to draw the text box approximately 3 columns wide and 4 rows down. So 3 by 4, and we want to type the following information in there. Okay, so that's going into F2. So 3 by 4. So let's go ahead and insert. We got to find a text box in here. And then we're going to go to F2. And I think it said approximately 3 cells by 4 cells down. We'll do that. And of course, we can correct the size later. You have handles here. You can readjust it as you see fit and even move it around. Okay, so we've inserted the text box. Let's put our text in there, right click and paste. Okay, and then we want to highlight the text, okay, using the tools on the Home tab. Okay, we want to change the font to red and 24, and we want center alignment. So red 24 and center alignment. So let's highlight the text. So we want red, size 24. There we go. And we would like a center alignment. Okay, so maybe I can make the text box, I can resize the text box a little bit so it properly reflects the size of the text inside of it. Okay, so let's continue here. Now on sheet 1, okay, right click on sheet 1 and click a new sheet. Okay, ensure you're on sheet 2 and then go to the Insert tab. So let's do that first. So let's right click and we want to insert a new sheet. You could just simply click the plus sign if you want to click a new sheet. So we're in sheet 2. And what we want to do from the Insert tab is in the Illustrations group, we want to insert some smart art. And we're looking for Basic Block List. Okay, so let's get some smart art. We're looking for Basic Block List. So we'll go to Insert. And what are we inserting? We're going to go to Illustrations. We want Smart Art. Smart Art is at the top. And what are we looking for? We're looking for Basic Blocks, and that's the first one that came up by default. So let's click OK. So we got what we want here. Okay, there's a lot of good stuff in Smart Art. So before we continue, let me just click a third sheet. Okay, I encourage you to go in there and explore the Smart Art because you have a lot of pre-made diagrams. So for example, you could represent relationships. There are hierarchies, there are cycles. Let's say you're doing a process in a company. Okay, so you can select something that represents the concept that you're trying to communicate. So step 1 of the process, step 2, step 3. So the best thing to do is just simply go in there, explore, and see what's available. Okay, so after we've inserted that, okay, we have basic blocks. We want to insert the following text. Start in the right corner and type the following text. Now you can type this in the individual boxes. Okay, you can come to the individual boxes, but look carefully here. You have a little arrow there. Do you see that arrow? If you click that arrow, you can just simply right click and paste all that text in. Looks like I've added too many boxes here. Let me do that again. Control Z. I'm just going to hit delete here and then do Control V, and it typed in all those items, and they placed them in the basic boxes that we selected, and it automatically adjusts the number of boxes. If I press enter again, it will put in another box in there. So let's get rid of that bullet. We only need 9 boxes because we have, oh, not 9, we only want 5. So things got a little bit confused here. So let's see exactly what this is. Visual arts, graphic design, typograph. Okay, so we want to go from visual arts down to photography. There should only be 5. So we only want to go this far only. So I'm going to delete everything else. And there we go. We have the 5 boxes. And if that is confusing, just type them in one at a time and you'll be fine. Okay. And then what we want to do here is we want to click on the edge of the Smart Art to display the frame. Okay. So right click the frame and select Format Object. And in the format shape pane that appears, okay, what you want to do is you want to change the size and properties. Okay, so let's go ahead and right click. Okay, and what we want to do, let me collapse this here. So we're going to just simply right click, and what we're going to do is we're going to change, right click, and we want to format the object. So format object is at the bottom. By the way, you can also access all these options from the format ribbon that is located at the top. These 2 ribbons that you see here, these are contextual ribbons. If I click outside the object, they disappear. If I click back inside the object, they reappear. So let's continue with this. Okay, so in the format, we want to click on size and properties. Okay, so size and properties. And from size and properties, what do we want to change? We want to then click on size and then highlight 3.75 and then press tab. So from size, we need 3.75. Maybe we just need to type that out, 3.75, and then hit the tab button. Okay, so that's the height. Okay, and then press tab and then change the length to 6.75. So here is the width, and we want to change that to 6.75. And I imagine we have to press tab again. What are we doing next? Okay, and then press enter and then close the format shape pane. So we don't need that anymore. We are done. Let's go on to the next question. Okay, which is in number 9. To move the graphic, click and hold at the bottom edge of the frame and drag up to the top of the spreadsheet. Click and hold the left edge of the frame and drag to the left so that the frame aligns with the border between B and C. So we're just positioning it. So where do we want it? We want to move it. Oops, let me just click outside first. Okay, and we want to align it to the border between B and C, approximately there. We actually have some options to move it exactly, but dragging it and putting it approximately in the right location. That's all they're asking for here. And then I think that's pretty much it. With the Smart Art still selected, click Smart Tools Design tab, and then in Smart Art Styles, click Change the Colors button, and then select a color, and we want accent colors. So let's go to that group, make sure you have it selected, and then we're going to click on the other contextual tab. Remember, we have two contextual tabs. Okay, and we're just going to change the color, and I can't remember which color they said. They said accent colors. So let's go ahead and choose accent colors here. Okay, so these are um, accent colors, and there we go, and we are done.